Have you ever heard of Brunswick, Georgia, or Slidell, Louisiana? How about Mesquite, Nevada? Well, you might want to make note of them, because these are just 3 of 8 places that Kiplinger's just identified as affordable places for snowbirds to escape for the winter. The key word here, of course, is affordable. Affordable to one doesn't necessarily mean it's affordable to all. So, how did Kiplinger's decide that these 8 places were affordable? Ultimately, Kiplinger's based its findings on the cost of living index, which is developed by the Council for Community and Economic Research. But it didn't just stop there. Its list was also based on warm weather, and also plentiful housing options, and also access to lots of activities that help keep you feeling young, and access to good health care, just in case you hit a rough patch while you're away. Maybe one of these places is just what you and your wallet have been looking for. If you've been on the hunt for a place that allows you to trade in your sweaters, your wool hats, your gloves for swimsuits and sunscreen and sunglasses year-round, then one of these places may be just for you. You know the feeling when summer ends. You feel like you've barely had time to enjoy your flip-flops and your shorts, when all of a sudden, here it is, winter once again. Believe it or not, there's a significant amount of Americans that fly south for winter. In fact, according to some major news outlets like Forbes and Vacasa, about 34% of Americans escape to warmer climates. More than 1 million people alone flock to Florida for the winter, which bumps up the Florida population by at least 5%. And that's probably a conservative number. But Florida is far from the only destination that people go to for the winter. So let's check out these 8 places that Kiplinger's has identified. See if one of them is fitting for you. Florence, South Carolina. With a population of just over 40,000, Florence is a city with a lively arts and theater scene. Its downtown revitalization in recent years has attracted new businesses. And in 2023, its downtown was awarded Great American Main Street. Florence's cost of living index, which remember, the cost of living index was developed by the Council for Community and Economic Research, is 95 out of 100. Its average temperature during winter is 58 degrees. There are 6 hospitals within 25 miles of Florence. And if you're looking to invest rather than rent, condos in Florence can be found for around $150,000, according to Zillow. Just a little bit further south is Brunswick, Georgia. With a population of only around 16,000, Brunswick is a charming coastal town with lots of outdoor activities. If you like fishing, boating, maybe even camping, then Brunswick may be for you. What makes Brunswick even more attractive is that it's close to some of the more popular resort areas, such as Jekyll Island and St. Simons, giving you even more opportunity for outdoor fun. And the Florida state line is only 34 miles away, so you can plan day trips to places like St. Augustine. The cost of living index here is 85 out of 100, and its average temperature during winter is 68 degrees. There is one hospital within 25 miles of Brunswick, and that hospital offers acute care, cardiac rehab, and a cancer center. On Zillow, condos and townhomes in the area can go for around $300,000. Okay, so I guess when you're making a list of winter escapes, even affordable winter escapes, Florida has to be on the list somewhere. And in this case, Kiplinger's has identified Vero Beach, Florida. Vero is a haven for art lovers, whether it's exhibitions at its galleries and museums, or performances and concerts at its theater. But that's not all that Vero has to offer. Since it is a coastal town, there are outdoor activities like fishing and boating. Vero itself has a population of around 16,000. Its average temperature in winter is around 77 degrees, and its cost of living index comes in at 93.4. Vero has 4 hospitals within 25 miles, but it is home to the Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. This hospital offers preventative, primary, and acute care. According to Zillow, you can find condos in Vero for around $200,000. Now we move to Slidell, Louisiana. This is small town southern charm with a population of around 29,000. The average temperature in winter there is around 69 degrees. Slidell is only around 20 minutes from New Orleans, but you don't have to make the trip into the city to celebrate events like Mardi Gras, because Slidell has its own parades and its own festivals. And you'll find plenty of traditional Louisiana food here too. Slidell is yet another coastal town on this list, so again, you'll have plenty of opportunity for outdoor fun. There are a whopping 9 hospitals within 25 miles of Slidell, and its cost of living index comes in at 99. Zillow shows 2-bedroom, 2-bath condos at around $200,000. Staying down in those southern tier states, the next stop is Northport, Alabama. Not everything has to be on the coast to be appealing, and Northport is proof of that. While it may not be directly on the coast, there's still plenty of waterways to enjoy for fishing and boating activities. Plus, there's plenty of culture here, with parks and festivals and educational workshops. This is a town that boasts southern charm and lots of culture. With a population of around 38,000 and an average temperature in the winter of 50 degrees, it's an inviting spot for retirees. Plus, there are 2 hospitals within 25 miles of Northport. Kiplinger says the local vibe here is barbecue and college football. The cost of living index here is 91.7 out of 100. And while you can find affordable housing here, it does tend to get snapped up pretty quickly. Zillow shows that single-family homes can be found here for around $300,000. If you're curious about any of the housing options that may be available in any of the areas that we've talked about so far, click on the link below. I've built relationships with some of the top agents across the country over the years. I'd be happy to discuss your exact situation, what your plans may be, and what areas you may have identified for retirement, so I can match you with the right agent. This way you can purchase your ideal home away from home sooner rather than later and start enjoying it right away. Okay, now we're moving a little further west to Mission, Texas. There's a lot to like about Mission, Texas. If you happen to be an avid bird watcher or you enjoy butterflies, Mission is home to the World Birding Center and National Butterfly Center. It's also close to the US-Mexico border, so there's lots of authentic Mexican cuisine to try. In addition to all of this cool stuff, it's also known as the home of the grapefruit, and it celebrates this annually at its Texas Citrus Fiesta. Mission has a population of around 83,000, making it the largest on Kiplinger's list. But that also means that it has more housing options for rent and for purchase. There are 8 hospitals within 25 miles of Mission, providing a full range of services and care. Its cost of living index comes in at 80.9 out of 100. A little bit further to the west, we now move into Apache Junction, Arizona. If the Southwest is more your style, then Apache Junction may just be the place for you. This town, inhabited by roughly 39,000 people, is surrounded by wilderness, giving you lots of opportunities for hiking and for riding horses. There's plenty of activities for retirees, including classes and fitness, but there's also a rodeo in February, and there's a local spot where Elvis fans can visit where the King filmed Calypso in the 1960s. The average winter temperature here is 57 degrees, and its cost of living index is 101.9. According to Zillow, you can invest in a home here for around $400,000. The big city of Phoenix is about 40 miles away, but there are 11 hospitals within 25 miles of Apache Junction. Kiplinger's list rounds out with Mesquite, Nevada. Continuing with the desert theme, Mesquite offers you a place for exploration. This means there are several national parks and monuments around that make for great day trips. This includes places like Gold Butte, Bryce Canyon, and the Grand Canyon's North Rim. Las Vegas is only an hour away. The population in Mesquite is around 20,000, and its average temperature in winter is 50 degrees. Pickleball and golf are big activities here. Its cost of living index comes in at 97.6. There is only one hospital within 25 miles, and it offers around 25 beds. But St. George, Utah is not far away, and it has a much larger facility of 284 beds. According to Zillow, snowbirds can invest in a condo here for around $250,000. Deciding where to spend your winter months is more than just about the weather, although that is a large part of it. You should also be looking out for areas that offer social opportunities and ways to engage with other retirees. Spots that keep your mind and your body active. If one or more of these areas struck a chord with you, it may be best to rent there first to try it out. This way you can decide if you'll be able to stay there for 3 months, or maybe even longer. A trial run will also help you determine if you should invest and buy a place there, so that way you can easily return not only during the winter, but any time of the year that you need an escape. If you're wanting to learn more about life as a snowbird, check out this video here. Hopefully it will give you some insight as to what snowbird life is like. Thank you for joining me. I'm Alysia Shivers. Until next time.